And I think you're going to see them really try to establish their personality here early.
Eagles kick it away, and this will be Marshall at the 2-yard line. Trying to set up something middle of the field, and he'll get to the 20 and spun around toward the 25. The ball popped out, and it was scooped up by a jacket. And continuing upfield, I think was Maddox, the running back. Isaiah Canyon is in the orbit pattern here on second down. They're going to shoot it again here to the near side, and Haynes up the near side.
Just on that play alone, you see how they stretch that field with that bubble.
Here's King looking to throw again. Shoots it middle of the field. Malik Rutherford to catch.
As they catch the ball in the middle of the field.
Snap to King. Eagles bringing pressure. Here's Rutherford trying to sneak through a crack in the wall. Does at the near side. And dives to the 32. It's another
burly guard. He's tough as nails. He represents Brent Key's attitude. You got to love him.
King trying to throw. He's going to get hit and sacked. Kamari Dixon, the redshirt freshman, who did not make his debut this year till Pitt and started a couple of weeks ago against Louisville, in for the sack.
Now he, got inside pressure and make your way back into field goal range here.
They're going to counter, and this is Malachi Hosley, and he gets a good bit back. Got 7.
2 opportunities they had to try to get some cheap yards there. It didn't work. Now they're punting and obviously try to pin BC deep in their own territory.
And Camella steps up, and boy, what a job Georgia Tech does. Downfield, 37 yards, and they down it right at the 1.
Got to be careful you don't get a holding penalty in the end zone, and maybe just try to get a couple more yards out here. Now they're going to throw it.
They are going to throw it. Middle of the field, looking in. It's caught! Coming forward is Reed Harris. Open field for Harris and into Georgia Tech territory.
Getting field position, getting momentum. And back on the replay here, he's wide open. Like I said, the linebackers did not get underneath that route, and the safeties voided the zone, and he's off for a big, big explosive play.
Falls Montana, the redshirt sophomore at 6'5", Reed Harris. Now second down. Here's Lonergan again, trying to slip it to Richard, and he's knocked down immediately. And that is E.J. Lightsey, the linebacker, when his name has surfaced for other vacancies in college football. His team in a scoreless game. Malachi Hosley bangs away.
So this is a critical 4th and 4.
Here goes King to his right, crossing route. Oh, Isaiah Canyon reached down, picked it up, and will be thrown down at the 40-yard line by Max Tucker. But that's enough for a Georgia Tech first down, and Canyon, really pretty grab here.
Oh, this is a great catch. Look at him, low hand, scoop that ball, which was kind of nose diving down, and have the presence.
So 1st and 10, Georgia Tech at its 40-yard line. King, little sprint out, and this is Rutherford, another catch, and he'll drive it up the field. Get knocked out of bounds near another first down. 1st and 10, another throw on the perimeter. And that time, digging through Zion Taylor. Haynes King, 7 of his first 8 for 69 yards. Going to run it straight ahead. Look out. This is Hosley. Malachi Hosley inside the 30 down to the 27 of Boston College. Tackle made by Max Tucker. And now all of a sudden, the Jackets are starting to get a little rhythm offensively, it feels like.
Well, this is what BC was worried about.
That's Rutherford in motion. Going to hand it to Hosley. Here goes Malachi Hosley at the 10, the 5, and a touchdown. 27 yards.
Well, it's once again, boy, they've decided they're going to run these gap schemes. That's a counter play. And Halsey hits that A gap on the counter play. And boy, I tell you what now, a couple of those guys, real tough coaches too. Now you see where Bill, and Brent get their toughness from.
Yep. Inside, this is McDonald trying to gain some footing, and he's going to be short. It'll be 3rd and about a yard. McDonald, a transfer from UCF, stays in the ball game. He's an Atlanta product, as is Lonergan. Here goes McDonald, crashing over the 35. That'll be enough for the Eagle first down.
You know what talent means? It doesn't take any talent to stay on side. Yeah. That's a mental thing. It's not a physical thing. It just takes focus and concentration.
Lonergan faked it to McDonald, kept it to the near side. He got knocked out of bounds by Lightsey, but let me tell you this, McDonald sold the fake so good that about 4 Jackets hit him head on. Going to hand it to McDonald, and he will have the first down to the 48 for Boston College. Lonergan looks that way. Going to throw. That's Bond. The catch. He'll get about 4, maybe 5 yards.
Having him back is critical.
Here's Turbo Richard on second down. He'll fire through the left side. Richard at the 20. And Turbo Richard inside the 10 before he's taken down by Butler.
That's a great run by Turbo, just running a little wide zone play, and it's extremely well blocked.
Here's Lonergan handing to Richard. He's in. Touchdown for Boston College. Charlotte pushes it in on a 3rd and goal. And Boston College, a 4th and goal rather. And Boston College and Georgia Tech are tied early second quarter.
This BC defense looks like got a little more pep in their step right now.
Yeah.
They're playing at a higher level here.
Play fake by King. He's loading and throwing. Deep ball. That's Eric Rivers, and he hangs on. What a catch by Rivers at the 26 with Isaiah Ferris draped on him.
How about that ball by Haynes King, huh? Wow. That was good football right there, guys.
48 yards, and now Maddox fumbled the ball, and BC's recovered. Thornton knocked it loose, and Bryce Steele, I think, fell on it.
Book tackle. You're going to see it right here, number 0. He's going to come in here, wham! He put his hat right on that football, knocked it right out of there. Big turnover for Boston College, and a tough deal for Georgia Tech, who's had a big explosive play for momentum. Look at that tackle. Look at that hit. That's why that guy's going to play at the next level.
Thornton, who has the reputation as a hitter, gives Lonergan and the Eagles the ball off their own 26, and now Lonergan looking to flee the pocket, and a catch is made, and coming across the field, that's Dawson Pugh. Charlie
Camilla wearing the 31 Jay McGillis jersey for a big play on the punt cover.
Yeah.
So what 2 back-to-back great. You're going to see some explosive passes and runs, and we saw one, but they turned the ball over Georgia Tech.
Yep. Here goes Georgia Tech, and this is Rutherford breaking free. On cue, the explosive Malik Rutherford. Can he get to the house at the 10, the 5, and he does. It's a touchdown for Georgia Tech, and it's 71 yards for Malik Rutherford.
You know, they're going to throw just a little bit of a jailbreak again where the lineman released down the field. He breaks a tackle. There's some good perimeter blocks by some receivers, and he shows his speed. He's off and running. Look at the better angle here. He breaks that first tackle, but watch Rutherford put the good for young players, and that rule's a good rule that got instated.
They're going to hand it to him one more time. Marker thrown on the play. Eford hit him head on, shy of the 30. And I think he'll get to the 30.
Yeah, I would think.
Here's Bond through the formation. 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the 40. Lonergan looking to throw. Up in the pocket, and he'll shoot it in the flat. And that's the tight end, or the wide receiver Dawson Pugh, who's at here on 2nd and the full 10. Lonergan to throw. And he'll dump it to Bond. That's the catch that'll tie Zay Flowers. And he got enough for the first down. On his 2nd catch there for the first down. McDonald trying to get left side and knocked down quickly.
Or Lewis Bond. Look like they're doubling Lewis. So let's see what happens.
Lonergan looks, shoots. That's Chudzinski the catch. A flag has been thrown across the way. There are 2 flags now thrown. Winston-Salem. Georgia Tech from its 6, and Malachi Hosley going to work. And he'll get 4. First Georgia Tech player to do it over the last 10 seasons. Wow. How about that of all the players? Look at King. A long shot throw, and Rivers the catch.
Haynes King runs, okay, where he's out the gate.
Here goes Rutherford again around the corner, and Malik Rutherford made a couple guys miss and taken down at the 34. First down for Georgia Tech.
That sounds typically Haynes King right there, which is one of the great leaders in college football.
Going to hand it to Jordan Allen now around the edge. That's the freshman from Buford High School. You see where Haynes King is on 3rd and 3, and look who's got the football, and he is right at the mark for the first down and has it. Griffin Collins, true freshman from Longmeadow, Mass, makes the tackle.
That was just spectacular. Dana, don't you think?
I mean, I was going to say Florida because it's a little warmer, but you're not going to like that.
McConnell, by the way, the takedown. Sedarius McConnell got Jamal Haynes almost on the sprint. And Georgia Tech takes the time. Boston College takes the timeout with 1:50 to go. Not a face mask. We'll show you here. Got him right on the edge of the shoulder pad.
Yeah.
And 2nd and 11. Play fake. King wants to throw here. Now running from trouble. To his right. Pumps. Comes near side and got shoved out of bounds. And that was Owen McGowan. Lonergan to throw. Looks inside. Bond the catch. He's now Boston College's all-time leader in receptions. What a talent this young man has been. Lonergan shoots it up the field. It is caught. That's Harris. He's shoved out of bounds by Rodney Shelley at the 33-yard line. Lonergan again going to throw Chazinski's way, and he got hit hard. That was Shelley one more time, the corner. Lonergan ready. Up in the pocket, down the field. That's Harris. 35-30. Harris with white shirts there, tackled at the 20. They've hit Bond on the cross. Now it's Reed Harris at 6'5" with a 40-yard grab.
No pass rush from Georgia Tech. None.
Lonergan for Chazinski. And he's tackled immediately by Omar Daniels at the 16-yard line. 31 seconds to go in this first half. Lonergan with pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Oh, Harris caught it. And there's a flag thrown. It's 1st and goal. We'll check the marker. It might be a late hit on the quarterback.
They're in man coverage again on Lewis Bond. They're going to come with a 5-man pressure here.
10th play of the drive. Lonergan looks right, throws that way to Chazinski. Touchdown, Boston College. Their longest scoring drive of the season.
Another look at this touchdown here. Just a really good ball, too. Really good pass. That's good football.
10 plays, 93 yards in 1:04. 3 to the field. King. Crossing route. This is Canyon trying to turn the corner. Remember, they got 3 timeouts. There is a marker thrown on the play. No. Snap to King. BC brings forward. King on the crossing route. This is Rivers trying to get out of bounds. He will with 3 seconds left at the 32-yard line. 2 tight ends in the set. Lonergan to throw here on 1st down. Looping it, and it's caught. And knocked to the ground is Jeremiah Franklin, the tight end. It's a 1st down.
Like it's 7-on-7.
Ball at the 40-yard line. Turbo Richard trying to get the ground game going. Cannot. Jackets rally there. Taj Butler. Again, Lonergan loads, shoots it. Caught. Bond. BC to throw again. This is Bond near a 1st down. And it's going to be right on the 50, and that's a 1st down. Omar Daniels, a big lick on Lewis Bond.
I'm sure they're going to hand this off here.
Play clock down to 5. They're going to hand it to Richard. He got it and more. Turbo Richard near side to the 20. Richard banged out of bounds at the 15. 36-yard run on 4th and inches. And Omar Daniels is shaken up on the play.
Yeah, he traversed back on the field and made a big run, but there was a tremendous block at the point of attack by Jeremiah Franklin that really was something. And, he ended up bending away from the hole there, but made a big play. But there was some point of attack blocks that were great.
Turbo Richards got 8 carries for 85 yards. BC gets in the 2 tight set again. And they're going to hand to McDonald. Here's Jordan McDonald, and Boston College leads.
The combination block that time by Jude Bowery and Jeremiah Franklin at the point of attack. They wiped down the side of the line.
So almost 3 minutes into this 3rd quarter, Boston College has taken the lead. McDonald on a 15-yard
Watch these two guys right now in this gap scheme block. Watch them wipe that block out. They've got to go down and score a touchdown.
And here's the give, and this is Jamal Haynes, and he'll pick up at least 4 to the 32 on first down. Boston College got McGowan, the linebacker. See Rutherford and the tight end Seither move. Snap to King. He'll flip it out, and this is Brett Seither, the tight end, trying to run the edge and gets there. First down for Georgia Tech. Out of bounds at the 41, 42-yard line. TJ Green, and he did admit certain packages, certain guys. Here's a toss. This is Hosley getting it going. And up to the 49. So that'll be a gain of right at about 7. And I think it's a wrinkle offensively that, quite frankly, they don't show very much.
At some point, we're going to see. There it is right now.
Here it comes. And there's a first down for Haynes King to the 47 of Boston College. So off the 45. Now they're going to flip it, and this is Jordan Allen turning the corner, and he'll get to the 39. The speedy freshman from Lawrenceville, Georgia, knocked down by Ferris, the corner.
Get the first down and keep this alive. Don't make it come down to a fourth down call here.
Canyon in motion. Here goes Haynes King, right side, trying to find a spot. First down inside the 45 to the 44. Well, that part we have found out. Here goes King. He'll slip it on the perimeter, and this is J.T. Byrne, another one of the tight ends. Look at this. He just dropped Byrne into the barrel of the pistol. King will fake it, now take off to the left side, reroute, close to another first down at the 25. And they hand to Hosley. He slips and still gets it. He'll push it to the 23, first down.
Take a shot here. You know, because you're chewing a lot of clock up. You don't want to come away with no points here.
2nd and 10. King looks to throw. There it is. Canyon the catch at the 18. And McGowan will throw him back. But Canyon got as far, potentially, as the 17. So it's going to be 3rd down and a full 4, Steve, for Brent Key. Missed at the close of the half from 49. And Aiden Burr fires it through. Play fake to Richard. Lonergan wants to take the shot. Harris and Bond. It's Bond at the 45. Midfield, Lewis Bond into Georgia Tech territory at the 43. And a chunk play from the Eagles for 32 on the first snap.
Look at the protection here up front, right? Got all day, clean vision.
Richard trying to get to the edge. He'll break inside the 40 and brought down at the 37, Dana.
Well, that's what it is. Boston College is a special place. It's not just about football here. It's about a great degree. It's about service for others.
And they put Richard here down to the bottom of your screen. Lonergan looks back that way, and it is caught. That's Jeremiah Franklin, the tight end, just inside the 27. Large financial packages to do so, and elected to stay. Lonergan going to flip it here to the near side. That's Franklin. Got by the first tackle and will be brought down, but it's another first down, a red zone opportunity here for the Eagles at the 18. Lonergan sets, throws. It's caught. That's Harris at the 10. Inside the 5. Touchdown. Broke through 2 tackles and scored.
What a great run by Reed Harris. I mean, just a catch and a run, and really, really well done here. They're throwing the ball lights out tonight, and again, it starts.
Here's King in trouble up in the pocket. He'll slip it, and it's caught. That's Hosley out of bounds beyond the 45-yard line. No flag on the play for the line. Remember, the scrimmage is the 20.
Yeah, it was close. I think his foot was like right on the line here when he throws it. Let's see if I'm right here.
Yeah.
All right, everybody's got to regroup. Both sides here.
Here's King handing off, and Hosley fights near first down. Omar Thornton the stop.
That's a good tackle by Omar. I mean, it was a big gain, but a good tackle.
That'll get us to the end of the 3rd. Trailing 11 points with a lot on the line, and here goes King. He'll fake the throw, keep it on the ground down to the 10. And that'll be close to another Georgia Tech first down. Aiden Burr rides it through. 28-20, our new score here at Chestnut Hill. And they start from their 25 to the Eagles. And here is McDonald trying to get to the perimeter. And that is Vandenberg. They bring Bond out of the backfield into a slot here with Reed Harris at the near side. Lonergan looking that way, back across the middle. Chudzinski a sliding catch, shy of the 35. It'll be 3rd and 1. They hand it to McDonald. He's got the first down. Out to the 37. But Collins has gotten more reps tonight after posting 3 tackles in games against Clemson and SMU for BC. King, far side throw, and knocked out of bounds on the catch is Hosley.
At Temple, and they're making that decision.
Here's King, across the middle. Eric Rivers the catch. First down at the 45, slides and took a big shot, and Q Hutchins is hurt. Our terrific ACC Network crew. 1st and 10 for King. To his right, throwing down the field, it's caught. Malik Rutherford the catch, belted out of bounds at the Boston College 38-yard line. 8th career 300-yard game. King in the pocket, sailing it deep, downfield, caught Rivers. Was he inbounds? Yes. At the 3, 1st and goal.
Yeah, he's inbounds, all right. And I tell you, what a throw, what a catch. Yep. 0 for 2 today. The ball's on the 2-yard line right now. They need to run this ball in. They need to punch this in.
Jamal Haynes the toss, trying to get right side, touchdown. Jamal Haynes into the end zone for his 4th score of the year.
It's not been a game that's gone their way today. BC's played great today, but you got a chance to right the wrongs here.
Here's the give. This is Jordan Allen turning the corner. Here goes Allen down the near sideline, and Georgia Tech leads. 54 yards, and the speedster, just a freshman, puts the Jackets in front with 6:14 to go.
What you're going to see here is, again, tremendous blocking in the perimeter. Haynes King's reading the defensive end. If he runs out, he's going to run it himself. If he doesn't, he's going to hand it off. But it's the blocking in the perimeter with great speed. Excuse me. That made it happen. Luke Hartbring, offensive line from BC, has done a tremendous job tonight.
Lonergan to his left, trouble, sacked. They get there. And it's Stone. Akilo Stone with the sack. It's his 4th of the year. He led Georgia Tech coming in, Steve, with 3, and he gets the first one.
Well, I hope everybody had their eyes focused.
Lonergan up in the pocket, down the seam for Franklin, who makes the catch. What a catch by Jeremiah Franklin. BC's alive at the 46. Rodney Shelley was... 3 receivers to the top of your screen here in a moment. Tight end to the bottom is Franklin. They're going to hand it to Richard, and he races into the secondary. Turbo Richard is going to get BC the lead back. With 4:09 to go, the Eagles have answered.
Yeah, that's improbable on that down and distance. Great play. And then Georgia Tech gets out of the gap here. I don't know why. And Turbo makes him pay with his speed. They got one-on-one with Lewis Bond.
He's looking left for Bond. Throws back corner. Chudzinski, did he hold on? No, did not. Incomplete.
BC's going to go for the block here now.
Snap, spot. The kick is good.
And they got to create some pass rush here. They can't give him all day to throw the football here because he's got some receivers that can make plays.
Lonergan up in the pocket, down the field. That's caught by Bond at the 50. 4 seconds.
Yeah, I think this is all by design. I think they're going to throw the ball to Reed Harris.
Here's Lonergan dancing to his right. Now going to set. He'll sail it down the field. It's short of the end zone, and it is incomplete. and the ball game is over. There are no flags, and Georgia Tech's dream of appearing in the ACC championship is alive.